What's up, everybody? How's it going? Happy Friday it is. Happy Friday it is. It's another one of those weekend, days before the weekend, I guess. I have to do the Instagram because I was doing a whole bunch of other stuff, getting this show ready for today. And this is episode 41. That's a huge milestone in itself. We've been doing this for 2 months straight, man. We've been rolling. We've got everything going on. What's up, everybody out there in Facebook land, YouTube land, Twitch land? We got, what's up, Laura? At times. Yeah, only at times. Only at times. I swear, only at times. Hello, everyone. I'm walking, or I'm driving, so awesome. I'm glad that we'll be able to entertain you on the ride. And what's up, Lori? Good to see you in here. Capybara, how's it going, Poop Hands? Poop Hands is doing great. Poop Hands had Poop Hands a day ago, and then I'm about to show you a couple of videos now that you're going to enjoy. It's time for slipping venom. Oh, Bernie. That was it. The first time I fell like face first. So, it wasn't really like that big of a deal, but that second one, that was just a long fall. I couldn't stop it. The dogs literally stopped right in front of me, and I was doing my best. I was doing my best to stay standing, but I couldn't do it. My legs were just too tripped up. It's ridiculous. All because I want to help take care of they're not even my dogs. I want to help take care of my aunt's dogs, I'm a nice guy, though, if I'm around. You don't see that bed there? Nice. We're moving a lot of stuff around. Let's see. Boom. I'll only get Boy Cat's picture in there. Oh, yeah, I guess I'll back it up. Yeah, that's better. All right. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? We got everybody here going now. Shoo, geez, what a couple of days. You were just in time for Francine's stream ended and yours started. Ha! Perfect. Francine, ECW Francine, that's pretty badass. What's up, Teasley? How are you, buddy? Glad that you're joining me over there on the old Instagram. Yeah, so I've been, man, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We didn't have a show yesterday. Yesterday was just bullshit. We didn't have to deal with anything that Texas has to deal with because Texas, all their power's out and they got hit with all this cold and they basically got to stay in their cars and try to keep gas in their cars to stay warm because they ain't got no power out there. They're getting messed up. Texas ain't prepared for that type of stuff because I used to live in Florida and it would get down to the 30s, and every now and then it would get down to the 20s. And I remember we had a joke with my cousin. He used to have, very long hair that would go down to his shoulders, and he would have a comb. He would brush his hair with a comb for some reason. I think he used a brush, too, but for some reason he was using a comb this morning. And we were sitting up at the bus station, and he was sitting there. I guess he just took a shower and we were walking out, so he was in a hurry. He ran over. We were waiting for the bus, and the couple of minutes that we were there waiting for the bus, he was trying to brush his hair, and as he brushed his hair, he pushed out a whole bunch of ice in his hair. So his hair froze as soon as he walked outside, that's a rarity in Florida. It's a rarity. Did you mean go live with this account? Yes, yeah, exactly. Go live with this account instead of the Spitting Venom Radio one, You might get some viewers because SmackDown is on and you're under wrestling. Hopefully, we'll see, man. We'll see. Maybe we'll get some more viewers. Maybe we won't. It ebbs and flows. Since I do so many shows, we get more viewers on some days. We get less viewers on some days. And then and it's weird to see the popularity after you do the show because then you see the ones that were really doing well at first. You had way more people live, don't really do as well, and then some of the other ones, it's weird. It's weird how all that works out. Sometimes the live audience is different than the audience that just follows your stuff on YouTube and Facebook, because those stay up there, and they stay up there on Twitch as well. But Twitch doesn't it doesn't stay as long on Twitch, so it's a little bit of a different deal. Either way, I'm not acting like I know shit about any of them. I figured out how to stream to them, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do as much as I can do. Bernie, nice to see King Cat back from vacation. Yeah, King Cat he's returned. He was chilling out, taking selfies, doing his thing, but now he's back to work, and he's back to taking things seriously. But he can't really work too much, though. It's not like he has a lot of work to do because it's winter time. So in the winter, there's not as many rodents that are running around that he can hunt, that he can kill, that he can do his thing to. So right now it's it's a little bit more of a slower period for the old man cat. And old man cat or man cat? I mean, he's man cat, but he's 11. Well, he might. I don't know. I gotta ask one of my friends and see exactly how old boy cat is, and then I can look. I should probably just look back at my Facebook. That would probably give me the more accurate answer. But I need to make a decision on when I'm going to call him man cat or old man cat, because right now he's just regular man cat. He started off as boy cat, as we all know. Got to make sure I plug in the computer. The computer got unplugged for some reason. So I have to decide when we're going to call him old man cat. When does a cat officially become old? Because right now, like, he's not young. He's definitely not young anymore. He's an older cat, but he's doing his thing. Maybe I got to come there. I can't get the Instagram and the I can't get all the cameras to work. I got like 4 cameras that I'm trying to work here. It's only 2. Normally it's 4 whenever we have a regular Spitting Venom radio. And I've been thinking about different ways for us to record that too. I'm thinking like we'll have like if we have like a bunch of guys, we'll just have like one hard shot of us instead of like 2 cameras split up. I think that'll show a little bit better of the dynamic, and it's all just one screen instead of a bunch of shit, Yeah, Capybara. I don't think he's quite old man cat quite yet. He is getting a little bit of grays in the front of his face, but he doesn't. It's not very showable yet. And he's already kind of a mixed colored cat anyway. So you see this color right here. So he's starting to get a little bit of gray in there, but he won't be old man cat until you can actually see the gray. Unless you have to like walk close up to him, Hey, Mahoney Games. Hey, thank you for the follow as well, man, if you did follow me back. But I'm glad to see that you're here on the YouTube and you're at least checking out the show. I do this show once a day, every weekday, and this is just our live stream. I say our because we got a bunch of people in the chats and stuff. And if you want to join more of the chat, the Facebook is more active right now. But then again, Twitch is starting to come along as well because Capybara is legit always there, and you can always depend on Capybara to be there, and always with the good comments too, because that's one of the hard things. That's one of the harder things. You got to get the good comments in there, because that helps build the show. Because a lot of times I'll have an idea of one I want to talk about whenever I'm coming in for the show, but then it'll just take one comment that's one sentence, and it'll just completely give us a 180, and we'll go in a completely different direction. So we're pretty loose here. We don't have to stay. On topic. We do talk about a little bit of wrestling as well, maybe once a week. This week kind of got messed up because of the weather, but welcome. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're at least joining us a little bit. So anyway, back to what I was saying. This. I got to be more careful, y'all. I got to be more careful. With wrestling, I kind of get spoiled because you get used to pain. It's a weird. I know it's a weird thing to say, but you get used to the menial weird stuff, Capybara said, if I miss just Jordane or SVR, it's either a family thing or I'm hurt. Well, hopefully you're not too hurt, man. Hopefully you're not too hurt. What would you be hurt from? Do you like lift weights and stuff? Yeah, I followed you back on my Twitter. It's not the same as my YouTube. That's cool. I'll follow you. I'll give you a subscription back on Twitter as well but a YouTube as well. Get back on there. I like doing this stuff, man. It's very fun. Are you okay after those 2 falls? I'm literally about to get into that, Michigan girl. We're about to get into that right now because I know a lot of you guys don't pay attention to a lot of my social media and stuff like that. So I've got a little bit of explaining, but I do have the videos to back it up so that you guys can see. Obviously, Instagram, as we say every day, you guys are on something different. So if you do want to see the visual representation of what I'm talking about, jump onto the YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook, and you'll be able to see everything from the OSB app that I got going on here. But other than that, you're just going to be hearing me talk. And, I mean, it's great hearing me talk, though. That's what we're all really here for. You could just sit this damn thing down. And I will get an audio podcast version of this going as well, like we did back for SVR. But in the meantime, we're going to keep doing this. Who is your? Oh, here's one thing. This will take us off track just a little bit, but it's always a good question. I'm always down for the wrestling. First of all, Capybara said, "I do a lot of stupid shit." Yeah, I do a lot. I do a lot of stupid shit too, and you're about to see some of the stupid shit that I do. So stay tuned. We're gonna get there, but I'm definitely in the same boat with that. Like I do a lot of dumb shit. And then I don't realize that it's dumb until afterwards, and I'm thinking back on it. And I'm like, man, I really didn't think about that. I should have. What the fuck? Got to think about this stuff sometimes, guys. Sometimes you have to think just a little bit. Bernie said, sometimes food, sometimes Ron's haircut. It is sometimes my haircut. Hey, I fucked my haircut up, man. Sometimes it is what it is. We got to be honest with each other, too. Sometimes King Cat. You damn right, King Cat Bernie. Sometimes flat tires. I did have that flat tire. Sometimes Shred Shed. Sometimes Shred Shed. Shred Shed's on a little bit of a hiatus right now. I don't have anybody working out with me. It's just me by myself, all by my lonesome. So I don't really. I'm probably just going to go back to the regular gym for a little bit until we get a couple of the guys back in the Shred Shed. But the Shred Shed's good. If I do need it, it is right up the road. So we're really good with the Shred Shed anyway. So we'll definitely be keeping up with that. And sometimes technical difficulties with the setup. It's always technical difficulties with the setup. And, of course, the rare Jenga loss. I did, and we're going to have a Jenga tournament, too. I already talked to Bob. I already talked to Dreama. I haven't talked to Jimmy or Rick, but they don't have a choice. They're going to have to do it anyway. So we're going to do a Jenga tournament, and we'll find who the number one person within our group is, because that just sounds like a fun, like Friday or Saturday stream fun. And do our thing, But anyway, sorry, Mahoney Games. I was just going down through the chat. So now we're on. Who is your favorite wrestler of all time? I see now I'm getting to the point to where I'm cliche because I'll have to be like, well, I have 3 favorites. My legit 100%, if I had to pick one, would be Stone Cold Steve Austin. But that's because when I grew up, Stone Cold Steve Austin was my Hulk Hogan. I mean, I liked Hulk Hogan when I was very, very young, too. But then when I rediscovered wrestling, I loved Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold Steve Austin was my guy. But then Goldberg was my guy for different reasons. Eddie Guerrero was my guy for different reasons as well. Who else? Booker T was my guy. Those were my favorites growing up. And coming along as I went, the difference changed. Once I got into high school, my favorite was AJ Styles and Bryan Danielson, or Daniel Bryan, whatever, fucking cool guy. And then up more recently now like as an adult, more of my favorites are, it's kind of a mesh between Luthez and Buddy Rogers. Luthez was one of the first really technically sound, really good wrestlers who had like a legitimate background, but he was also a great worker. Buddy Rogers had less of a legitimate background, but his style was still more rugged. But he was the original Nature Boy. He was the original, like Ric Flair. Ric Flair took the Nature Boy persona and turned it into his own thing and amplified it to a higher degree. And but I love Buddy Rogers because Buddy Rogers is not as good. The wrestling's not as good. It's like saying, but that's a stupid thing too, because it's like saying like this, like Luthez, his wrestling is better than the wrestling that we have nowadays. But those two things are completely different. It's like comparing different genres of music, because through time you have to find different variables that people can relate to and different things. So yeah, but those would be my favorites. Capybara said, I'm debating, should I send corny jokes to Raven's fan mail email? Yeah, you definitely should. 100% do it. Just do it. You never know how. You never know. Like you might get one through there. It's actually pretty good. Guten Tag. What you talk about, Philip? What you talk about? Guten Tag. What you talk about? Philip Stamper. I'm thinking that you're talking about favorite wrestler there. I'm not ignoring you, Ryan. What's up, brother? Sorry, I didn't see your chat, man. I'm sorry. Like sometimes I lose track of the chats. Bernie said, "Oh geez, just saw a new Mountain Dew commercial with Billy and Gizmo from the Gremlins. Gizmo drank the dew, to be continued." Yeah, I saw that. Damn it, Jordane. Everything starts with the president of wrestling and goes from there. So start with Phil and then the other guy, Stone Cold, right? Yeah, we cannot disrespect the president of professional wrestling, Philip Stamper. We have to make sure that Philip Stamper gets the respect that he deserves. And if you guys have the time, go and check out Philip Stamper's live streams. I've seen him on Facebook, but I'm sure that he's got a Twitch. Go and check him out because we all support each other. Capybara said, Raven does love his corny jokes. Yeah, right. I love corny jokes too. Put some corny jokes in here because there was one night on Spitting Venom Radio where we were just going through all of, like the corniest jokes, and there were some pretty damn good ones though. I guess they were dad jokes we were doing. Something like that. It was one of the two, but it was really good. Very fun though. I love corny jokes. It won't get read for months. Yeah, but that's you got to let them get motivated first. Guten Tag, German for good day. Oh, sorry, Philip. I'm not as educated as you. Got to show the video I tagged you in. You tagged me in where? Okay, Facebook. Let me. I'll check and see what you tagged me in there, Ryan. What's the video? Is it wrestling related? Is it Jordane related? Is it all right? Let's see. All right, I see Philip Stamper's video, but I don't see yours, Ryan. Let's see. One sec. Let me jump on here, and then I'm going to get into right after this. I'm going to get into my stories. Boom. Yep. No. Let's see. Ryan, I don't. You said you tagged me. Did you tag me on Facebook? Because I'm not seeing it right now. Nope. I don't see it. Ryan. Sorry, man. I'm looking, but I don't see it. You reacted to it. I reacted to it. Well. Was it one of the videos that I already covered? Was it one of the prank videos or something? What was it? I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about. Let's see. Boom. No, not working for me right now. That's all right, though. We're going to keep going. Okay, I'm going to send the Raven corniest jokes. Yeah, send him the corniest jokes, Capybara. Definitely send him the corniest jokes. Please. And then let me know if he uses it. I want to hear it. I'll go back to his podcast and see if I can find it. Sorry for all the wrestling questions. Don't apologize. I'm a wrestler. I love wrestling. Wrestling's my shit. So if you have some type of wrestling stuff, automatically hit me with it, and we'll hit it because that's just I'm all about it, man. I'm all about it. I've been wrestling for a long time. I've been wrestling for about 15 years, so I've done a good bit of stuff. Still have a lot to do, but we've done a little bit. Let's see. Sorry for all the wrestling questions, but what was the hardest thing about wrestling school? Let me read these other ones real quick. The hardest thing about wrestling school. I'm going to come back to that one. The huge rug in the carriage, banging into people. Yeah, exactly. Time to stop delaying it. The stream premiere for the 4-legger attack on the end game. Okay, Bernie. Right after this, real quick, I'm going to do Mahogany Games. I'm going to do that question real quick about wrestling school, and then we'll go to it. So, I always had a battle in my head when it came to wrestling. When it came to wrestling school, because I loved it, and that was all that I wanted to do. But since I put so much pressure in my head and on myself to go, it put a lot of stress on the idea of just showing up and just being there. So it took me a lot of time to just gather up the courage to be able to go into training. And then whenever I finally got to training, you're nervous and you're like, oh, I don't know anybody. This is like everything's new, and you have a lot to learn. And it's going to take a lot for you to get through. But it's like anything that you have to, like anytime you try to learn something new, obviously you're not going to know it. You may be more of a natural of it, but there's still aspects of things that you have to learn because you've never actually done it before. You're going to have a lot of those types of things in wrestling. So the whole experience at the beginning is just making sure that you keep coming so that you can show some type of competence that you're able to do it. And then once you get to the point, so like at first when I was very first starting, it was just getting there. It was just getting in there because I was so nervous. I was like, oh my God, these people, they make a living wrestling. That's crazy. That's a crazy thought. Coming from where I came from, just the idea that someone can get paid to wrestle, like, damn, that sounds like I want to do that instead of all these shitty jobs that we got around here. Like, I don't want to work at Walmart. I don't want to be a mechanic. I don't feel like changing toilets. I don't like all this stuff. So where are there other options that I can do? And I always like that wrestling thing. So how can I pursue it? Once you're in training a little bit, and then you're showing some type of competency, I think that the hardest thing about it is figuring out what your weak points are and finding the right way to improve on those weak points. Because everyone has weak points, and everyone's weak points are different. And even if you have the same weak points, you're going to have to handle those weak points differently for the individual because everybody's different. But figuring out what the right idea and the right psychology and the right stuff for you as an individual person, because I still have problems figuring out, like, would Paul Jordane do this or not? Like that, those are weird questions that you find yourself asking yourself. But in wrestling, you have to think about those types of things. So that's probably going to be the more challenging thing about it. And it's not necessarily just a wrestling school thing. It's more about figuring out who you are in wrestling as a whole. This is beyond like just at wrestling school, because you should always like be part of like some type of a wrestling school, some type of a training regimen. Like even Bret Hart had like a school, like a wrestling, not a school, but a wrestling ring in his house so that he could just practice or, just kind of stay sharp on things. So the training, like if it's hard, if you get anxiety from it, that's more about kind of like building up your tolerance for handling those types of situations, and then putting yourself into that scenario more often, and then you'll get more used to it. And then once you get used to it, then you'll start honing in on how to create whatever type of wrestler you want to be, how to become who you want to be. That's the hardest part. And training can kind of help you with that, but you gotta figure that out. And that's the hardest thing of them all. Yes. And what should I call his co-host name? I need funny names. Did anybody got any funny names for Raven's co-host? It's got to be like, I don't know, like a smaller bird than a raven. Maybe a crow, because crows kind of look like ravens, but they're a little bit smaller than ravens. Or maybe not. I don't know. All right, Bernie, you're right. Time to stop delaying it. Stream premiere for the four-legger attack on the end game. All right, so we just had all this snow. I've been trying to run around. I've been trying to do everything that I could do to kind of, get through the snow to the best of my ability so I don't have to see it all the time everywhere and fall and bust my ass everywhere and all that other good shit, But it's just ridiculous. It's the snow. It's snow. And then I feel bad. I feel guilty about my aunt's dogs just sitting inside with the snow all over the place. All they can do is sit around and not do anything. And normally I kind of help her walk them and take care of them. But I'm trying to, whenever I do my runs and whenever I get my own exercise in, since I literally live like a 10-minute walk up the road, I just run over there, pick up the dogs, and then I go for a run. And that's whenever I do like my little social media updates for that. But this time, I was feeling bad, and I was like, man, these poor dogs, they're sitting inside all day. They can't do anything. I mean, I go crazy. I was like, I got to get myself out. I got to go for a walk. I got to do something. So I went and got the dogs. And as I went and got the dogs, I was like, I'm probably not going to do, like, I had an idea that I probably wasn't going to do this stream yesterday. So I was like, well, let me at least do something. So I'll do an Instagram stream and just kind of do it for the walk. So I started doing it on the walk, and let me see which one's the first one. And so I'm walking these dogs. I'm trying to take them. I'm trying to just get them a little bit of exercise. There's snow everywhere. I have one dog. He's a beagle. He's the flight risk. He's the one that's where once I get him hooked up, he's not getting away unless he pulls himself out of the leash. Somehow he figures out how to get himself out of the leash. And they do that shit sometimes. So, it is what it is. But I'll put him on my waist because I'm not going to have him on just something that I have to hold with my hand because I've already learned my lesson with that. Not going to work. Homeboy's going to pull himself out of my hand. And once he realizes he's free, dude just jets. So I put that on my waist. The annoying thing about that being on my waist is he's circling around me. So I'm walking. He's just doing circles around me the whole time. Just sniffing, walking, circling me like I'm the sun. He's Earth and I'm the sun. And then I have Surge, who I have on one of those retractable leashes, and he's running around sniffing things, and he's going up and abound and around and up and under and back and forth, and I have to kind of like make sure that he's not pulling around, he's not getting tangled up, and sometimes they still get tangled up because they're animals, and I don't pay attention sometimes because I'm an animal. So we're just a bunch of animals out there trying to be organized as shit, but we're not. But we're doing our best, We're getting some exercise in, so at least we're not going to die too early. There's no telling when we're really going to die. But yeah, you want to try to, elongate. Is elongate a word? Elongate your life. Elongate. You're trying to lengthen your life. Elongate. I don't even. Where the fuck did that come from? That's a weird one. Anyway. Okay, that's good. So you're walking and you're trying to just be nice to these dogs, and the dogs, they're dogs, so they're just kind of sniffing around, they're doing their thing, and so here's the first one.
Let me grab his.
During the live stream, this is like 3 minutes into the live stream.
We'll try to avoid as many people as we do. I don't feel like having awkward conversations with strangers while the dogs try to play.
Something like that. It was one of one of our Instagram regulars, and.
What's up, Heather? How's it going? We're just taking us a little...
prolonged. No. That's it. And then, boom, boy, did I eat shit. Boy, did I eat shit on that one.
Back up, dog.
Oh, I ate shit on that one. And then,
I hope that was a good shot. Y'all came in
trying to figure it out. We're trying to figure it out, but
we just
at that point,
there's
there's not much you can do to save it.
I'm going to have to save this video now.
It just is what it is at this point.
What do you get off of me? Come on, man.
We'll grab his. So I'm trying to walk around with the pups.
We'll try to avoid as many people as we do.
They're going to get their exercise in.
I don't feel like
whatever. Blah 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 blah.
Strangers while the dogs try to play. There we go. What's up, Heather? How's it going?
The one that's on the longer one.
We're just taking us a little.
I don't know what the hell happened. All I know is I ate shit. all I know is I ate shit. I went down and I went down hard and I wasn't moving.
I wish that was
there we go. There it was. We were up. So that one wasn't so bad. So that one I'll just keep it playing, but I'll turn it on.
Grab his and we'll get out of their way. Get away from them. We'll try to avoid as many people as we do.
That one wasn't so bad though. Is that one mine? Is my audio too high? You guys hear me regular? Like you guys hear me well? Is it all right? It looks like my audio is going haywire. Oh, no, okay. All right, so that's good. Anyway, there's not much you can do about that, man. There's not much you can do about that. You just keep walking, walk as much as you can, and then bust your ass. Bust your ass and keep it going. At least it's in the snow. This one wasn't so bad, though, because as I was walking, something tripped me up in the front, and then I fell, dropped the phone, and screwed myself over pretty bad. Pretty good. But it didn't hurt. It was in the snow, so it wasn't that big of a deal. It was a day after it snowed, so everything, like all the snow had kind of hardened, but it didn't harden like a lot. So it was reasonable. It was reasonable. And you'd think, being the smart, intelligent, the intellectual that I am, you would think that I would pay closer attention to where my feet are. Especially after I get my dumb ass tripped up like that off the damn dogs. And I felt like the damn dogs were getting me, Ice is the great equalizer. Whether you were walking or driving. Yeah, it is, buddy. Yeah, it is. You got to be careful out there, man. That fucking ice will get your ass. I've seen so many wrecks in the past couple of days just trying to get to where I'm going, you know? It's ridiculous. But there ain't much you can do, you know? Shit hands, now hands. Shit hands, and then you just fall down and you break your hands, and there's not much you can do, man. There's not much you can do. Mahogany Game said, that happened to me the other day. I was walking up a hill and just slipped on ice, and I couldn't see in front of the neighbors. I was pretty embarrassed. Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, like, I was at a golf course, and I like to walk that golf course whenever they don't have fucking people playing golf on it. So it's the perfect time whenever you want, like, a nice peaceful walk with not a lot of people in the way, but it's like a nice spread out area, and it's just trees. Golf course. Go whenever it's snowing, though, so that nobody fucks with you and says, oh, you're ruining our game. You're messing up our game. And it is private property, so you don't want to mess up their game. But you damn sure want to get good walking. But yeah, it's beautiful out there. I saw a couple of fallen trees. I didn't put the thing up there though. I don't know how many times I've busted my ass in front of people. Bernie said, the beagle is like, get up, clown. We got to keep walking. The other dog actually was trying to care, like setting up your second big fail. He was. Yeah, the first one, yeah, the brown one is like, yeah, dude, like, are you all right? Are you okay? And I'm annoyed with him. I'm like, just get off me, dude. Just get off me. I'm okay. Why are you asking me I'm okay? I'm okay. Are you okay? I don't think you're okay. I'm okay. Of course I'm okay. Fucking asking me if I'm okay. I'm fine. I was born fine. I've been okay all my life. Are you okay? I don't think you're okay. If you got to ask me if I'm okay, obviously you've never been okay before. You don't know what it's like. I'm asking me if I'm okay. Oh, that happened. Oh, yeah, okay, I got that one. Bernie said the beagle is like, get up. Yeah, the beagle, dude, the beagle was a little asshole, man. But he is who he is. I can't be too mad at him. You guys have known the legend of the beagle Seether, and he's just doing what he was bred to do. You know, he wants to get out there and hunt those bunnies and hunt those deer. He ain't ever catching no deer. He might catch a bunny. You know, Boycat catches bunnies for him, and then Boycat brings the bunnies inside. Boycat doesn't kill the bunnies, but he brings them inside, and then Seether gets them. Sometimes Seether eats them. Sometimes he plays with them until they die. Or I'm in the area where I can like get the animal and take it out. Man, you're doing a great job. Man, you're doing a great job these past 2 days. I know, dude. I know. At least I've got some good footage, you know. At least it's some legit footage where I actually busted my ass. All right, so that was like 3 minutes into the stream. So you think that like, okay, it can't get any better than this. We're gonna close it out on a high note, but I needed to walk a little bit more. So I walked a little bit more. We walked around. We did like a big circle around the golf course, and then as we were heading back, we were passing by a little lake, and they weren't listening to me. So I told them to stop, and I was like, "Wait, guys, wait!" And if you guys want to go see the whole video is on my Instagram. If you go to @endgame Jordane, you can see the whole video there. But I was trying to get them their exercise in, and I busted my ass the first time, and I was like, okay, that's cool. It's not that big of a deal. You know, sometimes you're going to bust your ass. Smash cut to people can't get out of their damn house. Video number 2. Now, we're almost done with the walk right here. So we're almost done with the walk right there. As we're crossing through those trees, that's leaving the golf course and heading back into the regular neighborhood where we'll take the dogs back, put the dogs back in the house. So we were almost home. I was almost home free. And then in the video, you can hear like I get pissed off because I'm like, oh, I could have stopped it by now. We could have been done. But I had to screw myself.
It's not worth it. It's not worth the risk. Don't risk yourself out here, guys. Unless it's work. Work's telling you to put your life on the line so you
and
can
then
make
they
a couple
stop.
bucks to pay your rent.
I see Seether stops, and then he stops.
Come on, go. Man.
Like,
what the fuck are y'all doing? Oh, man. See? You fuckers.
You know?
We were almost done.
Come on. Look at him. Like now they're both not paying attention. Now they both don't give a shit. So it's like, come on, guys. You fucked me over here. You fucked me on this deal. And you don't even care. At least as long as I'm here to just walk you, right? You don't care. As long as you're getting what you want, you're getting your exercise in. I got to go out there and bust my ass, put my safety on the line for you. But you won't put your safety on the line for me. Maybe they would. I don't know. They're dogs. They're pretty sweet. They're pretty sweet dogs. So maybe they would.
We were almost done. I could have stopped recording.
So that one right there, though, the brown one,
That's 2 times I busted
poor guy. It was, it was his fault, but it wasn't his fault because he just got caught up. And I had him off the leash, and I wasn't carrying him. His leash is like on the ground, and he's just walking around dragging it. I don't really have to have him on the leash because he'll listen to me. I just have it close so that if somebody's around, I'll just grab it and be like, oh, yeah, I got my dog on the leash. But he just runs around. But he did get caught up. And it was just perfect timing because, of course, Seether stopped, and because Seether always stops. I kick him so many times because he just tries to stop right where I'm walking. I'm like pushing him out of my way. I don't field goal kick him, but I push his dumb ass. And but this one I had 2 dogs. There were 2 dogs, and then if you see, like, watch, they're going to get crisscrossed. Once he starts going inside right there, it's dangerous for me. Now there goes the crisscross, and now the crisscross is going to come. And now I'm like, no, why'd you stop? You stopped it now.
Oh, man, see? You fuckers. We were almost done. I could have stopped recording.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. I'm always trying to make sure that the damn leashes aren't fucking. It's just a mess, man. It's just a mess because you try to keep them untangled, but after a while, man, it just gets tired. Throwing it all fucking around, throwing around. All right, okay. Just get crisscross and let me die. Let me just fall off a cliff. Is that what you want? I'll fall off a cliff. And the brown one definitely licks a lot too. He's very kissy. He likes kissing. He's a little kisser.
2 times. Thanks to both of you. And neither one of y'all care.
Bernie said, Capybara said the brown one is like looking around like, so can we eat him now? Yeah, exactly. I'm sure that's what they're thinking. I'm fucking naughty. I wouldn't even be surprised if that was what they were thinking. Bernie said, oh, wow, holy shit. I saw that one coming with the leashes crossed. Yeah, there was nothing I could do. Only a matter of time. Only thing better is if the beagle relieved himself as the brown one went to lick you. Yeah. Well, the beagle's more likely to just take a shit. He takes random shits everywhere. Like we'll just be walking, and then on the sidewalk, he'll just stop and just shit right in the middle of the sidewalk. Like don't dogs like grass? What are you doing? What the fuck is wrong with you, man? You weirdo. Lucky I have bags on me so that I can actually throw them. I can throw them out. But geez, making me bust my ass. Both of them, and they don't care. They don't care.
Thanks a lot. That's 2 times I busted my ass on the same line.
All right. Last run through both of them. So we'll do the first one first. This was the beginning of it. So you guys never know. When you join me live on Instagram, like right now, if you see us in this setting, probably going to be pretty chill. But if I'm on Instagram and we're live and I'm walking around somewhere, you better pay attention because I'm probably going to bust my ass. If you're watching me on Instagram and we're not in the studio setup, pay close attention because I will be busting my ass. Guaranteed. I bust my ass a lot. I told you guys about this a couple weeks ago, too. Those dogs showed better tag team psychology than most tag teams now. Yeah, they did. Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work, baby. Teamwork makes the dream work. Capybara said, after this email goes through, I may have to listen to the podcast more. You should listen to the podcast more because if he takes your shit, if he takes it, you have to be clever, though. You have to get through. But that's how they get you, too. They get you to email them so that you can listen for the questions. And you'll see they want you like, oh, okay, is he going to read my question now? So they might make you wait a little while until you get it. So a lot of times that's kind of the game with the whole email thing. Sorry to be blowing up people's spots and stuff, but the whole email thing, it's a good gimmick. Because people could DM you, they could write on your thing or whatever, but emailing you is like a much easier way for them to get you motivated to do that. So just do it though. There are about 5 good tag teams left. Mahogany Games, you need to go back and look up the Guns for Hire Maryland Championship Wrestling. Guns for Hire Maryland Championship Wrestling. Look up Guns for Hire Maryland Championship Wrestling. I insulted Rich, so that may help him pick it. Hopefully. But only because I know he can take it. Yeah. Don't be an asshole, but, it's that's the thing. There's the fine line between us just chit-chatting with each other, giving each other a little bit of shit, and then being an asshole. Crisscross doggy sauce crowns the end game as another conquest. Bernie, you got some good shit, man. You got some good shit. We're going to have to get together soon. We have to at least have one damn show, man. We at least have to have one damn show. Oh man, this was a fun one. We have to at least have one more show. All right, guys. I'm going to call it here. We're going to be back on Monday. We'll be doing our thing on Monday. We'll be back to normal. Hopefully, we don't have too much snow to deal with. Monday's going to be an earlier episode. The earlier episode on Monday is because I'm kind of swish-swashing some of my training schedule for wrestling. So I'm going to be training on Monday this week. So Thursday will probably be a little bit later of an SVR show. So maybe I can get the guys over here. We can have a couple of drinks and we can have a good time for the SVR show on Thursday. But Monday through Friday, we got our regular show coming on. Monday's going to be earlier. Probably look for us at 2 p.m. on Monday. Tuesday, it's going to be a little bit later. But we'll see. We'll see as the time comes. It's hard to predict the future. At least trees didn't get you this time. Yeah, Lori? Oh, shit. Did I go over the trees on the podcast, or was that like a different show? Because I definitely did cover some of the trees screwing me over, too. Guys, if you guys pay attention to my social media, there's some gems. You got to go through some of the normal bullshit, but if you stick around and you fucking... There's some of them where I busted my ass twice, getting my face hit by trees all the damn time because I'm trying to walk and talk, and obviously I'm not good at multitasking. Bernie said it takes one to start a stream for the masses and then more than one to follow. You damn right, brother. Barry Jones! Oh, Barry Jones! You just made it. Damn it, Barry. You got to go back and watch, though. This was a fun one. I've been busting my ass too much. I've been busting my ass a lot recently. And it hasn't been the trees because it's the winter, but those damn... is the dogs. The dogs whooping my ass, man. The dogs are whooping my ass. But it's okay. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. We'll be back here on Monday. You all have a great weekend. Stay on the course. Stay on top of everything. I'm trying to stay as disciplined as possible as well. We've got a lot of good stuff coming up. And just stay tuned. Just stay tuned. You guys know what the deal is. You guys know how the show goes. I'll be having some good special guests next week, and it looks like old Jimbo, might be joining us for SVR on Thursday next week as well. So that's going to be fun. Everybody, have a great weekend. Have a great night. Don't be an asshole. Don't be a dick. Take care of everybody. Take care of everyone that you can. Take care of yourself first, and then try to help out everybody that you can. You all have a great weekend. We'll see you all on Monday. Peace.